it's me, Erin. Thanks for joining us on the More Love podcast. Do not tell Rebecca, but this podcast is about empathy. She likes people to think she's dead inside, but the truth is she's a big-time feeler who has truly helped me uncover that empathy is my superpower. Oh, here she comes.
Hey, bestie.
Hi, love.
What are you doing?
Oh, just getting ready to host a podcast.
A podcast? About what?
Life. Our life as best friends who are more like sisters.
Ah, yay! I love us, and I can't wait to share our stories with the world.
Especially the ones that involve us pushing each other, right? To be our most authentic selves.
Oh, man. Okay.
Gang's all here.
Gang is all here.
Gang's all here today.
Literally right in the room.
Dun, 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 dun. How many people can you fit into a 800 square foot room?
This is like, some people live in this.
Well,
Like a tiny house.
oh. Well, remember how you told me your whole family could live in a tiny house
We
and be
could.
really happy
Could we?
I think
and
so.
completely
I think
fine?
so.
Even my own daughter said that.
I think so.
How about the other day when you were sleeping on my couch because it was so quiet in my house and you go,
I know.
Is your home always like this?
I
And I
know.
say, yeah.
I know.
We're just so independent. We like doing our
I
own
know.
thing.
I was
Well,
on
we can
my
be
phone
together.
and I was looking at something and I really turned the volume down because I wanted it to not be loud. And then Taylor just gets up and goes in her room. She doesn't say anything like turn that beast down. She's like, I'll just remove myself from the situation because I don't want to hear what you're listening to. She went in her room.
That's called good parenting.
I almost followed her. and then Sawyer's sitting over here. She's got her earphones on. She's doing whatever. She wanted to know how to spell the word sage, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what are you doing? She's like, nothing. Nothing.
That's her new favorite color.
Okay. That's what I know. That's what she told me. So, like the whole family, I got to take a nap on the couch for like an hour and a half by myself.
Right. At one point, because we were supposed to be working on a project, but I got derailed on other projects in my office. And at one point, Taylor comes in. She's like, Erin's sleeping on the couch. I go, great. I need some more time.
Yeah, right. Hey, she's not bothering me. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So gang's all here today.
Yep.
We have fit Scott not in the bubble today.
No.
Well, he might be in the bubble, but he sure as shit is right there.
We could reach our hand
Right
out.
there.
He is now involved in the hippie voodoo shit.
I know.
yeah.
I know. I actually really like this, Scott.
I know.
I'm wondering if we could make this a permanent fixture.
Probably not.
Come on.
Probably not.
Come on. And then we also have Taylor here today. Let me turn that on for Taylor. Nanoni.
It's a little bright. It's a little bright.
Oh, look at that. Watch this one. Watch this one. Coming at you.
Wow.
Hey, that's scary.
For those of you on the podcast who are listening, just so you know what's going on.
Yes.
Erin has appropriated my headlamp that I was using to fish cables through the ceiling, and she is going buck wild, as they say with it.
I'm squirting it.
You're like a literal walking, like the rigs they have at you know what I'm talking about at like concerts that have the flashing lights. You're like,
I'm one of those right now.
but you're like walking, talking.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
just
I don't,
need a T-shirt that says event staff.
Yes, I
know.
Like security.
I don't know
All
whose
set.
thought it was to leave this on my desk.
That's it.
Because I'm wearing this, right? This is my welcome, Taylor. Welcome, Taylor, to the podcast. Yeah, I know. So we're all in here today. Why are we all in here, Scott?
We're all in here because we're doing some renovations to the studio. So this is the More Love Media Center, and we're going back to the Rockbox area. We're putting in a new ceiling, and we're redoing the other podcast studio, the studio that you guys started out in.
Yeah.
We're doing that. We're redoing that one, and crossing our fingers by investing a lot of money in ourselves.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
you know
Well,
what?
if you can't invest money in yourselves, who can you invest money in, you know? And
Probably real estate would be a good idea.
I mean, we're over 1,500 listeners, so single-handedly here soon, we will just
owning the world.
run this studio with you.
Right.
So,
right. Along with the
guys-
Dunkin' Donuts.
You guys want to be partners? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh,
Yeah.
We could use
well-
an influx of capital.
Okay. Well, first we got to secure Dunkin' Donuts, and then after that, I think, and we
All right.
could at least
Then
make
we could do anything.
$30 or something a month or
Maybe.
something to start.
Maybe.
I don't know
mean,
how this works. We didn't get that far.
No.
We were just like, let's be two ridiculous besties on a show talking about empathy, which really is crazy voodoo shit that no one cares about. But I tell you what, this is the coolest thing. So last night I had dinner with friends from when I was at Geneseo. So past staff members. Yes. It was so good to see them. First thing that happens is we sit down and Julie next to me is like, I love your podcast.
Stop it.
And then everyone like joined in and was like, oh my God, we love the podcast so much. And then this one's like, oh my God, one time she said this. And then this person's like, what podcast? I didn't know she had a podcast. And then this one was like, she's got this podcast. I see those clips online. You mean it's an actual full podcast, not just the clips, right? And it was this whole thing. It was so awesome. So then I hand out the stickers.
Of course you do.
Right?
Yep.
Right? How many of those stickers you got left?
All of them.
The whole amount. Because you've never handed out a sticker. That do right on cue. Absolutely perfect.
They're in my Happy Voodoo ship bag that I just bring
surprised.
here.
I'm not surprised. And so I'm passing them out to my friends at the table, and the waitress comes over. Oh, what do you got there? Mm-hmm. And I said, And then Deb next to me is like, well, she has a podcast. And she's like, what's your podcast about? I'm like, it's supposed to be about empathy. Because I can't lie to her. It's supposed to be about empathy sometimes for 10 minutes in the midst of an hour-long podcast. Barely 10 minutes. Because your mom's cackling like a witch over there the whole time. So basically, I hand her the sticker, and she's like, "I'm going to listen to this while I'm cleaning my house." We got a new one. We got a new one. I was going to go table to table to table at Longhorn Steakhouse.
I bet you were. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I am not surprised. In fact, I'm pretty sure you're like, do you have an emergency PA system around here? I'd really like to make an announcement.
And when I'm with my son, he does it for me because we'll just be randomly like at a place and he'll be like, my mom's famous.
That's my favorite part about little kids. They think because you're on the YouTubes, you're 100% famous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
I still think it.
You think your mom's famous?
Oh, yeah. I think you guys are going to blow up.
You do?
Yes, I do. I tell everyone in my school about you guys.
You do?
Yes.
Do you want some stickers? Your mom has some. She's not handing out.
Actually, I'll take them.
Okay.
I'll give them to you.
Okay. It might change our demographic a bit. Our new demographic.
You know what, though? You know what?
Girls between the age of 15 and 18.
They need it the most. They need it the most. Yes.
Do they? Yeah.
That's why Taylor's here today, because we need to talk about this generation and how they need some.
Because you're worried. You're all sorts of worried. Yeah.
Yeah.
So first, before we get to that, I have two things to say. First of all, I wore this shirt for you today. Mm-hmm. It has your birth date.
Sure it is. So I was going to say to you, what are you trying to pretend you're born in 1980?
No, you are though.
I'm not.
I got this. Mm-hmm. I got this for you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a crop top. I got this. So I got this for you because I wanted your birth date on a shirt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's wrong.
Second, I'm 82.
I'm 81.
This is real close to your birthday.
Okay.
And then why don't you tell the fans what happened?
Oh, because we made a promise. Now, when we make a promise, we are all in.
Absolutely.
So, don't dare us to do anything.
I know.
Don't threaten us with a good time.
Because we do it.
Any of that. But we committed to the viewers that if we hit 100 or 100,
holy cow.
If we had 1,000 downloads, we would get tattoos, and we did them.
And we did it.
We did it 2 days ago.
Quick.
Yeah, I know. We hit, how many, was it like within 6 weeks?
Oh, yeah. Within 6 weeks, we had over 1,000.
And therefore, we're all in.
And then we were like, uh-oh.
Yep, gotta do it.
We shouldn't have started with the tattoo.
Right.
Maybe it should have been like, go get a latte. Right.
Right. Or, like, go make a funny video.
Yeah.
No, well, we're all in. We're all in. So
we got the tats.
We did it 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And
George.
We
love George.
We do.
George at Pink Armadillo.
Yep. In Brockport. Yeah. And so do we talk about them?
Sure.
Okay. So I got my birth flower and Erin's birth flower with a Capricorn constellation around it because we're both Capricorns.
Yep.
And I had them both colored pink, and I just absolutely love it.
I know. It looks so great.
It
looks
cool,
really
right?
dark there because he said that he used a lighter color black and just had to push harder or something like that. And so it's also ultimately going to be
like a gray,
much more grayish.
I mean, this is 2 days old. So,
and how'd you do with the tattoo? How'd you do?
There was one time it was hurting really bad on the inside near the W. So, of course, Erin had to look away.
Looking at that.
She had to look away. But near the W's, it wasn't feeling too good. It was hurting a little much.
Maybe
I heard that you were being a baby and Erin kept
You're
it
absolutely
straight.
right.
It's true.
You're
It's true.
absolutely
It's
right.
true. It hurt
That's
real
the
bad.
truth.
Yeah.
I sat there.
Even when you got home, you were whining about it.
Still complaining. Bernie.
It was burning. It's much better now.
It was, please show the viewers how much of that tattoo was actually in the spot that was hurting. Please show them. Please show them.
I don't want to.
You need to show them. They need to see. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. Was it those 2 tiny lines?
That's the part that hurt the most.
And we heard about it the whole 2 hours it was getting done. It was incredible.
But I also was holding my arm like this. And so I have carpal tunnel. So
okay. Keep adding on to it. What else?
As he's putting pressure on this thing.
Yep.
Whatever it is, I'm like, that was the part that was hurting, not the tattoo. I'm like, I got to stretch it out. I got to stretch it out.
Taylor, do you want to see what my arm looked like the whole time? Why don't you do yours, Rebecca? Do you see a similarity in how our arms were? Yeah. Okay. Just curious.
But I got the carpal tunnel.
The whole time I had to talk to George because I'm like, this man is going to be like, God, make her stop. Because it was too much. I sat there like...
Yeah. And I have a ton of I have like 10 tattoos.
I know. I sat there
Did
like
you even have a
nothing happened.
lollipop?
Sure did.
You did?
Sure did. Do you know we paid $6 for that bag of lollipops?
We did?
Yeah, $5.87 at the CVS.
Oh, they're in the car. You want some of them?
I only had one.
I know. Well, I did too, but they're in the car. We'll save them for the next time.
Are we clear that that's the most unrealistic amount of money for a bag of blow pops?
Like
$5.87
Like 20 blow pops.
for 20 blow pops?
Yeah.
And they're not even the good colors.
If I could do that math right now, I would about how much that is per blow pop. That's ridiculous.
I know.
But she always has to have a blow pop when she gets her.
I got to have a lollipop.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what kind it is. It's just I got to have something that's occupying my brain. Okay, what is yours?
Yeah. So then I already had the word now, which you'll remember was ironically on my vision board, and I did not realize it and randomly decided on the word now. And then I wanted to elongate that into something bigger. So I got these, I don't know, whimsical looking flower things with some circles around it.
You know what's funny? Now that I'm looking at it, remember I told you when I was looking at my birth flower, it was 2 options, and one of the options was holly. That actually is very similar to a holly. That one.
This one?
No, the weedy looking one.
Yeah.
And then the other one is very similar to a carnation, which is your birth flower.
Yes,
so
that's
that's
why I got it.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Is it? So kind of.
I got it. It's absolutely
kind of similar.
why I got it.
But then your circle.
I love my circle.
I know. But mine's not a circle. Mine's the Capricorn. But
I have a circle around the word now, which sort of brings it all together.
Yep.
What's also ironic is that you actually put a great deal of thought and meaning into your tattoo.
And in fact, I designed it in Canva and everything.
And it's representative of the both of us.
Yes.
I went on Pinterest and was like that. Put that together. Go ahead and send that.
Yeah.
Now, if that's the opposite of our personalities,
it's true.
Usually you're the one who's like, oh, I'm going to get an anchor, right? Just randomly.
Right.
And I'm the one who's like, I'm sure that's fine. Just give me that thing. Right? So I think that's interesting too. And this is going to be the beginning for me of a half sleeve.
Yeah. It's awesome.
So I decided when I was in there, you saw that picture. Looks good, right? I've decided I'm going to get a half sleeve just up here, all the way around here, and then a little bit onto my hand. And then I'd like to think I'm done.
I was going to say, she says she's done.
Doesn't work like
this
that.
is the problem. Everybody has said, once you get one,
I know.
You want more.
I know.
Yep.
So here's the next thing.
You think I'm an ignorant savage, and you've been so many places. I guess it must be so.
I can't.
But still,
I can't.
cannot see.
I bet her.
If
Flagged.
the savage one is me.
You're flagged, Scott.
Well, YouTube's already muted it, so
Already? Did we at least get the beginning part?
maybe. Yeah, they're pretty good. Those of you listening on the podcast will hear that, but chances are the YouTube has killed that. And now it's possible that we won't even be able to distribute this one. Well done. Well done.
Well, let me do a rendition then.
I can't wait.
Colors of the wind. How high Why does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know.
I walk out of the house and I turn to Taylor and I go, how many seconds till she makes a comment?
Yep.
Till she makes a comment. And I go,
what is that, folks? That's the Pochahontis song. Why? Because I'm going to take a picture and make sure it goes up on the Facebook page and the YouTubes and everywhere so you can see what Pocahontas over here is wearing today.
Oh, and the shoes.
Oh, oh, yes. She's got the boots on, too.
it's cowboy boots.
Really,
It's cowboys and Indians.
Yes.
It's the Pocahontas and Indiana Jones.
Yeah, she's really gone all out here.
Yep.
We have, it's a burnt orange color. It's a dress. We have these boots that are probably thigh highs because there's nothing
They're
more
cowboy boots.
trampy than that.
Yeah, but she's so short, it'll go up to her hips.
And it's not okay. And then she shows up and she has this, like, I don't know. What is that sweater thing?
She's had
I
it
got 3
forever.
compliments at the doctor's office.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Because people are staring at you and don't want it to be
How old was the
uncomfortable.
80-year-old
Let's
that gave you the compliment?
Stop
Yeah,
it.
please
They were
put
young
that on.
moms.
Please put that on. That's yes. There now we're all in.
She wanted to talk Owachi?
Yep. Yeah. It's true. It's very nice. Oh wow! Could you please again show us whatever that hair clip is in the back?
Oh, the
that's
butterfly?
really nice. Did you get that at Claire's boutique? Was it in the?
Isn't it
Was it in the
Claire's?
75%
It was for Sawyer.
off
She
bin?
rejected it, and I
Oh,
took it.
really? Your 9-year-old rejected it, and you thought, you know what I need to put this on. You know what I need? This really rounds out my Pocahontas
You should
outfit.
see what else she has like that.
It's not okay,
It's
Taylor.
not. Did you see the lamp she just got?
Oh my gosh!
And she wants to paint it pink.
She got
No,
that.
I'm not painting
she
that
got
pink. I'm
at-
painting the heart stand.
She
pink.
got that at some senior living center up the street.
I don't
She thought that it was an
approve.
antique
You know-
shop, but it wasn't. It was some old woman who was like, "Oh, I'm selling this lamp," and she's like, "You know what? That would be really great in my bedroom. That would be perfect in my bedroom."
You see, I'm normally the one that goes with her to antique shopping, and you.
Yep.
But I found her things that she would never find.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that one thing with all the gems on.
Oh yeah.
I found that.
Yep. Well, you do find some good stuff. That's why you can walk around with me. And then we come back to her. And
I found
what does
all your
she have?
spoons.
You did. And
Or
my rolling
not-
pins.
Yeah, the rolling
My
pins. yep.
rolling pins. You found the best ones. But then what happens? We walk back to your mother. And what does she have in her hands?
Siamese cat.
Siamese cat perfume container.
Yep.
A perfume container. She's got a Go Spartans toilet seat in the other hand. Yes, you do. I have a picture of it. She's wearing some ridiculous hat.
And the antique plates that you can't even put in the microwave.
Absolutely. She has to have those plates, which I got to be honest with you.
You made me
I
buy
love
those.
those plates. We did not realize that they had gold
I
on them
did.
and wouldn't go in the microwave.
The other day when I was texting you with all the fun finds, I did find a wedding veil that I wore around for a little while.
Good. Yeah.
But I didn't buy
That
it.
sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah. She'll find some random, like, I don't know, toucan
weirdest things.
statue that she needs to have, some new salt and pepper shakers that, yeah.
What was that one thing you wanted to buy for Dad? It like went on the wall. It was either like an animal or something.
Oh yeah, I find the skins. I do find a lot of skins. I
Good.
did pet a dead mink for a while and it had little claws.
Good.
I mean, like pelts?
I thought she
Is
made
that
me
what it
take a
is?
picture, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Look at the paws."
Oh, yeah. I know. Look at the paws. Touch its
paws.
paws,
Yep.
Taylor. Touch its paws. Yeah.
No.
Yep. And you're like, I can't. Where's Aunt Erin? I cannot. And we're walking around finding cool stuff. And there's your mom. Just a hot disaster mess.
I can't help it.
Do you think that YouTube's going to flag my singing? Because
Probably.
it was so
Great.
close to the original?
I think so. I think Disney's already on the horn.
Oh, really? Well, there's some sponsorship right there. That's true.
That's true.
That's all I had to do. So
Yeah.
thanks for wearing that outfit today because it really gave me some great inspiration.
Oh yes.
Really, I really loved that. So, all right, those are all my things. Those are all my things I wanted to talk about today.
All right, well, we got to set
We
the
got to
intentions.
set our intention. And what's this again? An amethyst?
Yes.
You got my amethyst today. Oh my gosh, look at all three of us in the screen. Not anymore. Not anymore. Scott was like, shut that down. Shut that down. Look at that.
Okay, listen.
Okay.
You picked, or Taylor picked this one. Who
I
picked
can
this
hear
one?
that in the microphone. I can hear that roller ball.
Yep.
It's ASMR.
That's so funny. Sawyer said that the other day. We were driving to soccer and she's like, Mom, ASMR. I'm like, how do you know what that is?
I know.
I can't.
Carter knows it too.
It's weird.
I know. It's weird. I know.
Yeah.
It's because they watch people eating like the jelly fruits.
Ew.
Do you know what those are?
No, what does that mean?
It's like they're in a plastic covering and then they chew on it and it either sprays out or
No, that's not okay. I don't like anything about that. Nope. No.
Can't put it on the W's.
I don't know about this. No W's. I don't know. I don't.
Is it good?
I
You
don't
better
think-
breathe it in.
I don't think that's it.
Wow.
It smells like
it
baby
keeps
powder.
changing.
It smells like baby powder.
Here, give it to Scott.
That means
you
you
put it
need
on
it.
your W's.
I did. I have to.
Taylor.
That's not bad.
Thank you. Okay, that means you don't need it.
God, it smells. You gotta give it to Scott.
Oh, I think it
Here you
smells
go,
great.
Scott.
It smells like baby powder.
Oh
to
yeah,
me.
Scott, you're now part of the hippie
So
voodoo shit.
we're clear. If I am not careful,
does. Taylor,
my
you're right.
boob is about to fall out
Your
of the
nip
base
is
of
real.
my. Look at how close we are.
Yep. Good thing you got your cross my heart bra.
I know. That's right.
Oh, it's that kind of show.
I know.
Yeah. She's good. She's performing at Choppa Fellas later.
That's right.
Speaking
My
of,
favorite part about
speaking of,
Choppa
This
Fellas.
does remind me for when my kids were little, when they were babies.
It does. Why?
Yeah.
It smells like a diaper genie.
It smells like smells like hot garbage.
I can't pinpoint
know.
it.
I don't
It
love
smells
it.
like baby powder.
Yeah,
to me.
I agree with you. It has a baby powder kind of smell.
That's why I
to
like
it.
Doesn't it?
I
do like the baby powder scent though.
But going back to the stripper, Choppa Fellas.
What stripper?
I said you were just stripping.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought there was a stripper at Choppa Fellas, and I'm like, I don't remember that part. It was
No, but that's going to
Angela.
be you.
Oh yeah.
But Kelly up the street, our merch, producer, made a comment because you asked our fans what we should talk about, and she mentioned that we should reenact the timeline.
Yeah.
And speaking of the timeline and strippers, every time Erin and I make a big choice in our life, specifically leaving a job, we always go to the tally ho.
Yeah. Yep.
We never go inside.
No.
But we always go to the tally ho.
Hold on.
We're gonna go in.
Rewind. You go to a strip bar and hang out in the parking lot?
Yes.
And we take photos.
No, but listen, this is what happens. We pull in. We're like, this is the time.
We're gonna go
This
in.
is the time.
We're gonna go
going
in.
in. We're going in. I'm ready to
get
see
it.
it. I'm ready to see it. Right. And then
then-
I'm like, well, let's just take a picture real quick in the parking lot before we go in.
Right.
I get
Then
that.
we take a picture. It's always a selfie with
Always.
Tally Ho in the background.
But you don't go in.
Never.
And then we're like, I don't know, maybe next time.
That's like all those people that pretend to be at church.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, same
Right.
concept.
Getting down with Jesus. All right, let's go to Denny's.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
We've never really been in there.
No, but we definitely have multiple pictures of us.
We
and
like to go to the Tally Ho to.
you can see our age progression.
I know. This last time wasn't good.
It wasn't.
It wasn't
We
good.
need the Botox.
How many of those pictures did we take before I was like, how do we get it to look like the one from 20 years ago?
I know.
Oh, it's
Not
the
okay.
perfection face filter.
Oh.
Excuse me. Is that a Snapchat filter?
It's like TikTok and Snapchat. filter.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. I didn't know. It's good.
Or there's a
You really need
baby
that.
filter too. Oh,
Oh, a baby filter. A baby filter. That's what we need.
Oh, yeah. It's infantile.
Listen, we need to embrace
What?
who we are.
Oh,
that you're turning 42 in December.
yes, she is, Taylor.
God bless you.
42.
God bless you. You're 42.
In fact, put us down every single day in between December 27th
Yeah, so
and
everybody can
January
know.
11th.
How you
Counting down.
harass
Because
me.
we are coming in to do the show every single day that week.
Because I'm older than you,
Because I'm
officially.
not missing an opportunity to remind people
And
that
then
you're older.
and then you're gonna sing happy birthday and be like, she's 42 and I'm 41.
Absolutely. Well, you know, when I come over to your house, I always get myself a 41 candle and then I get her a 42 candle.
I think I still have that 39 birthday balloon that you have.
Yeah. I got that
Oh,
too.
that was next
for
level.
myself. I know. That was not good.
Was that the fire alarm? Did you hear that?
Probably.
I did hear that, but I have no idea what it was.
Oh, God.
It's fine.
There's no fire alarm in here, so don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, yeah,
You
your
did hear that,
incense,
though.
your incense
I
are
heard it,
taking
yeah.
down the shop.
But that's already gone, so
Oh.
it's fine. No, nothing's worse than when we went to Mexico for our 30th birthdays, and you forced me to wear a shirt that said greater than 30, and yours said less than 30.
Yeah.
Nothing's more
Yeah.
specific than that.
And mine said old.
Yeah.
And yours said older.
And you bought it 3 times too small.
Absolutely.
So it
Yeah.
was like,
Wow. If we went back and,
And
really
the
looked at
American
the size.
flag
Oh.
The American flag pants.
Oh, yes. Yep. That was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Those were skin tight.
They sure
Oh,
were.
and the mermaid.
Absolutely. The mermaid was a good year as well. You had just mermaid glitter everywhere. I don't think people know that. So for your birthday, I always show up with a gigantic bag full of the most ridiculous outerwear you can imagine. One year it was American flag pants. One year it was mermaid stuff. One year it was
A grumpy cat t-shirt.
cats. The theme was cats. And so sometimes
Sawyer
there's
still has the cat butthole
Yep.
lanyard.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, that was a good one. Was that last year? I think that might have been last year.
No, I think it was a couple years ago.
So I go and I do all of this shopping. It's right after Christmas, so good sales happen, and I get all of the things and then have to take your picture every single place we go.
Oh, yeah. We're going out in public everywhere.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
We go out
All day
to
long.
lunch. We do a ton of different antique shops. Sometimes we stop to do
but
wine.
it's nothing different than her just going
I know.
because she look
I
at
know
her. She's
that. I know
cowboy Indian today.
I know. She's Pochahontis today, and she'd probably wear something very similar. That's something I would buy her to wear to be funny for her birthday.
And the
But she
cowboy,
just
the
wore
cowboy
it
hat with the
on
little
her
feathers
own.
sticking out.
Yeah, she just wore it on her own.
Oh, yeah.
Today.
Do you remember the one time I was pregnant and we went to WWE and you bought sticker eyeliner?
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
it was the
It
most
was
hideous
dark and
sticker
long.
eyeliner. It was
Yeah.
literally like stickers.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
we wore that.
Were you like pregnant, like big belly bump?
No, it was with Sawyer.
I don't know what that means, Taylor. But,
I mean, like-
no, I don't know
Oh.
what she means, because when you're like, were you big belly bump? Like how far along were you?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, it was with Sawyer. Like she never got big with Sawyer. I have no clue what she's saying
I
right
thought
now.
you would have bought like or contoured her belly to look like she has abs.
Oh,
but
yeah,
she did
that
like a
would have been good.
steroid ab
yeah,
thing.
Yeah, that would have been
So
good
that
too.
would have been funny.
Missed opportunity. Why don't you go get knocked up again? Ruin my life a little more.
Yeah, no.
No.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Maybe if I wear that shirt.
You will come live with me if that happens.
Oh, I will.
Oh, it's not
I told
okay.
you I'm not staying if she has
no.
another kid.
No, I wouldn't either.
We're not having any
In
more
fact,
kids.
you and I will just go to the antique shop and I'll buy you stuff for your birthday and whatever. Like she's out. I'm not doing that.
Oh my god.
All right. Well,
Okay.
let's go back to the hippie voodoo show.
Okay. All right, Pocahontas.
All right. So we're doing the Bliss oil.
Yeah.
So clearly you don't have enough bliss in your life because you think it smells like crap.
It's not great.
I think it's great. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. This is the crown chakra. This is
Okay.
the seventh chakra in the chakra
Hierarchy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. So it's a source of spiritual connection with the divine energy that creates the universe. Once it's fully opened, it will provide pure awareness and connection to our higher selves. Clearly, you need some more.
Yeah, self-actualization.
You need some more
Yeah,
self.
I do lack in
you
that
need to
category.
sit with yourself a little more. You need to really, look inward and maybe be a little more of your true self.
Yeah, right.
You know,
I
be a
struggle
little
with
more
that.
of
Maybe
your
you
true
should
self.
come over more because that's how. Yep.
Yeah, I know, because that's when I am my truest self, sleeping on the couch.
Yep.
Yes, that really is who I want to be in all aspects of my life. Okay, and now I'm going to have Taylor pick one of these cards. Okay. Yeah. No, the other Taylor. Hey, could you come over here? Oh, what is that?
I don't know.
Is it?
Okay. Oh,
Somebody's feeding back.
is it me?
Whichever one of us deaf people has the headphone turned way up.
Oh, it might be me.
Oh, it's probably me. My headphones are.
Are they really loud?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me. You should have told me.
Oh,
Turn them down.
Taylor's headphones are really loud. Okay, I am moving forward.
Oh.
I know that each step I take, every step I take, every move I make,
Wow, you guys really don't want this episode to get out there.
single day, every night I pray, I'll be watching you.
All right, Taylor,
that's for-
beatbox. She's like, what's that?
Yeah, that's right.
That's on. That song is actually on the scary TikToks I watch.
Really?
Yeah.
What's scary about it?
No, it's because they're
Because
like.
thing like a
Sting
stalker.
is pretty scary, actually.
What?
Like a stalker.
Who?
No,
What?
it's not like stalker. It's like predictable. It's this one girl I watch. I don't know her username, but her videos are like relatable things.
Can we
but
be
then-
real clear? You're not allowed to watch the TikToks?
I know they're just.
It's fine.
Oh,
listen
okay.
to me.
Don't.
We're just going to do a PowerPoint on it. It's totally fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about
So
it. We got this. We got this.
Erin, your grievances
She watches
here.
it on my phone. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I let her watch it. It's fine.
No, you know what it was?
What?
She asked me if she could get the Pinterest, which I thought was just
No,
crafts.
it doesn't work anymore. It's
not?
work like that.
Wait, it's more than just crafts?
Yep, you can watch the TikTok on the Pinterest.
What?
Thank you. That's how I
Some
discovered
sort of
she
a
was watching
backdoor
it.
thing going on there? Like, what
She's
is that
like,
all
I'll
about?
get mom to let me have the
Scott,
Pinterest
don't
because
be
I'm going to
talking.
design my
No.
room.
Scott, don't be talking about the back door on this podcast.
No, I didn't figure that out until I got it. I didn't figure that out until I
so
got
how are
it.
you watching the TikTok?
On Snapchat with the Snapchat stories.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, look at her face. Look at her face. She's over it. It's totally fine. We got this.
Did
It's
you not
okay.
do the PowerPoint presentation on the Snapchats?
Yeah.
I did. I wrote
We
like
didn't
a
know.
1,000-word essay thing.
No, you did
for
a PowerPoint presentation.
We didn't know at that time that the TikTok was a part of the Snapchat.
I didn't even know that either.
Oh,
We're going to write an addendum.
See how much?
It's
see
fine.
how much
It's fine.
faith and
We got
trust she
this.
has in
We got
me?
this. I got this. It's totally fine. All right. I know that each step I take. Are you singing right now?
I know.
You're
I
singing
know.
in your
I
head?
was like,
It's
I
fine.
got to
It's fine.
rein it in.
Toward one dream creates momentum for the next. I am moving forward. I know that each step I take toward one dream creates momentum for the next.
Okay. That's a great intention.
Good one. Good one, Taylor.
It's a very, very good one. All right. Which is also interesting because
Why? You already picked it?
I did.
What's that guy? What's that guy
This
doing?
is the King of Pentacles.
Sitting under a tree?
He is. Actually, nope. He's sitting in a tree. He carved himself a
like a Maleficent.
Really?
he carved himself a throne.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You got that? I can't make fun of you anymore because
'Cause,
last
right.
time when I read it, it was really difficult to read. I broke this off. I broke this off. That's not okay. I got to put it down. Oh, no.
I can't. I
Okay.
All right, the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles sits comfortably in his throne carved from the giant fallen tree. The book he once carried to guide him now rests under his arm as a reminder of his journey. As a leader, he is grounded, self-assured, and present. The King of Pentacles invites you to make practical decisions based on your collective life experience and lessons. Above all, do what is best for your long-term well-being rather than acting from a place of impulse or passion. The King of Pentacles is reserved in nature and asks you to ground yourself before taking action. Make responsible, proven choices that will benefit your future self and those connected to you. This card can be a message to make firm decisions based on your beliefs. You may need to install some boundaries in your life, and the King of Pentacles assures you that you have the strength and wisdom to do this. The King of Pentacles may embody part of you or another person in your life, and it will depend on your reading what makes sense for you.
Oh, great. Awesome.
But I think this is really interesting specifically because Taylor's here. And I think that we're eventually going to be talking about this with her, is how to be a teenage girl in today's society.
And
very
Taylor,
hard. It's very hard.
you're not a normal teenage girl. That's why I love
To
her
me,
so
she
much.
is.
No, she is not. So let me just set the stage of who Taylor is. So it's from a very early age. Taylor has been.
Oh, you mean when you were the first person in the world to hold her?
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And that's that we call that energy transfer. Okay, that's what happened.
You even held her before I did. Just so we're clear.
Correct. So I held her first. Also, I know I love to talk about this, but the time that you had butted me in the nose, that was great, right? I don't know what you were upset about at that time, but that was
You probably
the
told her she couldn't do something.
most anger I've ever felt toward a child. One time, oh, it was right on the bridge of my nose.
Oh no.
One time you were sitting in your little car seat thing at the very top of the stairs while we were painting cupboards, and you were inconsolable. You cried to the point where I turned to your mom and said, I think she has a disability. There is something not okay. Why is she not stopping crying? Now, your mom who didn't care and wanted to make sure we kept painting because she cared about the cupboards, was basically like, she'll stop eventually. You were out of control. And I remember thinking at that time, that's some persistence because she just does not stop. And that has really set the stage for who Taylor is the rest of her life. Taylor is the kind of kid that she's going to tell you how she's feeling about something. She's going to have...
I actually did that today.
You did?
Yeah.
About your mom's outfit or something else?
No, it was with my friend. It was with my friend, actually.
Okay. What did you say?
So I was telling her because Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
And she picked her Halloween costume already. And her closest friend, which is not me, but we're like a trio, but it's always been like that with me. I've always had a trio, but I'm not the closest one.
Okay.
So like she has her other friend and they wanted to be Ghostface and Freddy Krueger.
Okay.
And
Ghostface?
yeah.
Just put your listening ears on, please. Just put your listening
I
ears on.
told her this morning, because last night I was looking throughout Pinterest, trying to find a costume that matched with
because you wanted to be a part of it. Yeah.
So I told her this morning, or last night, I was like, hey, so-and-so, I cannot seem to find a costume that I like with your two costumes. And I told her, I just want to let you know how I'm feeling so you can hear my opinion and I can hear yours.
Love it.
So she messaged me back this morning before school, which I didn't go to this morning.
Mom of the year. Mom of the year.
And she was like, yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
So, the other friend, I don't think didn't want to be Freddy Krueger.
Okay. Freddy Krueger?
Yeah. But she really wanted to be Ghostface.
Okay.
So she was like, yeah, I guess I can see what we can do to all feel included.
Okay.
Yeah.
And had you not said something, then
Yeah.
you would have been a Care Bear and they're over here being something else.
Yeah.
Right?
I if she said something else, I probably would have been,
Care
I'm
Bear.
just going to stay home. I'm just going to stay home and trick-or-treat with my family.
Yeah. But do you think that's normal for someone your age who is feeling like, I'm just not able to fit in with what you're doing?
No, they wouldn't say
something.
anything.
They wouldn't. And what would they do instead?
They would just brush it off and just go with the flow. But that's not me. I will let you know if I'm not comfortable with something, I will say something.
Yep. And she's always been like that. She has always been like that, hasn't she? It's been incredible. It doesn't matter how old she was. She would constantly let you know. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like how this feels. I don't want this to happen. It's crazy.
I also feel I'm not shy. Because, like,
you've never been shy.
Whenever I'm with a group of friends, like at a soccer tournament, for instance, my one friend was like, my mom gave me money to go get food, but I'm too scared to like order. So I had to order for her.
Yep.
And I'm like,
pretty sure you probably said, I can hear what you're saying. However, you're going to have to function as an adult
I did.
at some point.
I was like,
she is my daughter, right?
I was like,
And
I know that's exactly what
it
she
is
said.
true. And then I would be like, I'll go get it for you if you also buy me some French fries.
Right. But I'm pretty sure
I'll go do it for
she said,
you.
I'll do it, but you're going to have to deal.
I did.
at some
I
point.
did. I was like, you know, you got to learn someday to order for yourself. She's like, yeah, I know, but just like not right now.
Oh,
And
right.
I,
Right.
keep pushing it aside. It's never going to work. So,
Right.
So why do you think you are this way?
how
And
I was
why?
raised.
And why is it your mom?
What I but what I see the both of you doing.
Oh my God, I love it. Say more
Yeah.
about that. Oh, yay.
What I see the both of you doing, because I know my mom is very extrovert. She likes being extra, especially. No, do you not see your outfit today?
Yep. Pink Crocs.
My dad is also. He doesn't like being told he's wrong.
Yep.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
And he doesn't like. He wants to please other people, but at the same time, he wants to,
Fit in.
yeah.
And then what about me?
You're.
What's my part?
I just love you.
I do too, Tay.
I look up to you a lot because I see you as an entrepreneur.
Stop it. Now I'm going
The two of you are going to be crying in 10 seconds. I can't.
I just looked up to you a lot. Both of you, actually.
Oh, stop it.
I told you, she said to me not that long ago, I just hope I find my Aunt Erin.
Oh,
I did say that.
All I want is to find my Aunt Erin.
Oh, she's out there.
I know.
And if she's not, she's me. I'll be it. I'll just be it. Oh my God. God, but Taylor's just such an easy kid to be around because she's everything that you hope that your child is going to be and do, and then she just does it. And even if she does something that's like off or that has to be talked about, she's able to self-reflect on it and talk about it. She'll come to you first and be like, I just want to let you know I did this thing and it probably wasn't okay, but this is why I did it.
And like, I feel like I'm also different from everyone else because I'm actually comfortable to talk with my mom. Because like all my friends, they're like, I can't talk to my mom about these things. And I'm like, but you can't talk to me because I don't know exactly what you're going through because I'm also the same age as you.
Right. You have limited experience.
And so like, I also trust my mom a lot more than my dad because I know my dad is selfish and he's like, he doesn't care anything about himself.
And so he's going to give input based on what
he doesn't care. That's why.
Yeah.
Because I know my mom, she does have empathy for me because she cares a lot. And
you do feel that. You feel that from her?
Oh, she
Not
her?
you. I'm talking to Taylor.
oh,
You
me?
feel that?
Yeah,
You feel
oh, yeah.
empathy from her.
Yeah.
You do. How do you know that she cares?
That's good.
Because she checks up on me. She lets me know that if I see her not being okay, like if she's in her room, I'll maybe sometimes I'll go in with her. Like the other day, I was watching her show with her, and I'll check up in her office with her. I'll do all these things.
Yep.
Help her out in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. She's a good cook, too.
Also,
Bring me the cat and show me the paws.
yes, yes, that's true. And I also, whenever my dad's like instigating or like.
Oh, Philip? No, never.
I turn my side on my mom. Like I like to make fun of her, like you do.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Well, she's an easy target.
But whenever my dad is like, he's like on her too much, and she's not in a good place. I like say, Dad, you need to stop.
We're the same.
Like go in the other room.
Right? We're the same.
The energy transfer.
We are absolutely the same. I'll make fun of her all day, but don't you come making fun of her. I will knock you down. Right?
And then I'm also different with my friends, little kids, and adults. Like adults, I feel like around strangers or like work and stuff with you guys, I'm more like your level. And when I'm around my friends, I'm more goofy and silly and I'm relatable.
When I'm not inappropriate.
No.
Never.
But with little kids, because I'm the oldest cousin, I'm also silly and goofy there, but I also like to be a role model and a leader to show them when you're my age, you should be acting like this, not like that.
Yep. I 100% agree with 100% of that. That is exactly who you are.
And I also like, there's so much to talk about right now, but like,
I love it.
I can't choose because I'm now in high school and from the last year, 8th grade, moving to middle school, it wasn't that hard, it wasn't that hard for me, but when it was COVID, I was from 5th grade to 6th grade, that was really hard because elementary school, they don't care about grades. And then middle school, my mom was on me because she knew I didn't do anything because like I didn't put it
I remember this.
And she was like one night she checked school tool because that's where all the grades are.
Oh my God, I remember
And she
this.
wrote down everything.
Yep, she did.
Highlighted everything. And she's like, Taylor, you need to redo these tests. You need to fix these assignments. And ever since then, I've been on myself about grades.
I know.
And like it's really bad to the point where I get anxious if I have anything below a 90.
Yep. And what do I say? Nobody cares.
I care very deeply.
Just let her go. My kid comes home, he got a 2 out of 10 on his spelling test. I'm like, way to go, buddy. That's fantastic.
You probably turned on ASMR videos and said, here, why don't you enjoy yourself?
I'm like, you got 2, right? Had you ever seen those words before? He's like, no.
Yeah, all week long. We just
Way
practice
to
them.
go. He's like, but I only got 2. I'm like, well, that's 2 more than 0, isn't it?
I can't.
Right? Patty positive over here.
cannot.
And then you're over here like, I wrote this down and when you're going to do it and what time it's going to be
I don't
done.
care
and
if you got a 9.7 out of 10.
I know.
You're getting that 10 out of 10.
I know. But you.
She got a 0 once in gym. I go, excuse me.
I know.
What is this?
When I hurt my foot, she's like,
no.
you can't take zeros.
I know.
We have to go to the doctors.
Yeah.
Have to. We can't.
But you are interpreting that as her caring about you.
Yes.
Do you think that's also normal for kids your age?
No.
I don't either.
I think it's anything but normal.
I agree.
Because, again, with all my other friends, their parents do not care. And I'm like,
Oh.
but at school, when I get a grade back, I'm like, oh, I should have, when I got an 85 out of 100, I'm like, oh, I should have worked harder. And they're like, you're lucky you got an 85. I got a 42. And what I say in my mind,
42 is better than 0, isn't it? Isn't it?
what I say in my mind, I'm like, how? How do you want bad grades in school?
Now, are you upset you got an 85 because you wanted to do better, or are you at all fearful that your mom's going to be like, well, why did you get an 85?
No.
You're not. Mm-mm. That's good news.
I know.
The mental health professional over here is a big fan of the fact that she's self-motivated to make these decisions.
But that's the whole point.
No,
I
but I
had to
keep that-
teach her to be that way.
I keep that in the back of my mind because I know my mom expects me to be the best I can be, and I work myself to that point.
What if her best is an 85?
That's great.
Is
but
it?
She has to be able to say to me, I put all the effort and
tried
energy
my best.
into what was necessary, and this was the best I can do. That's great.
Is it?
But I know her well enough to know
I can get higher than
that's
85.
right. What'd you do? Skim that study sheet? Did you? Okay. If you think that's a good enough effort, then you know what? You're a mediocre person. Good for you.
That's what you say, too.
Absolutely.
You're not
yeah.
even, she
She
doesn't
won't-
mince words,
No.
does she?
No, if you want to be mediocre, that's fine.
She'll say-
you can live with that.
It's incredible.
Absolutely. I'm not joking. Anything we say on this podcast is 100% real.
Yeah.
No, because I take her words and like words of wisdom, because like her words are like quotes and stuff for me. Because if you don't put the work in, you will not be successful.
Let's talk about your sister for a minute. Yeah. Do you
Thank
think
God she doesn't listen to this.
Is she from the same gene pool?
No.
No, really interesting. How do you think your sister's going to do when it comes to?
Well, you guys
her
all thought
grades?
that I was gonna be the bad child.
Oh,
but
we
it's her-
absolutely did.
but it turns out to be her. 'Cause it's not.
It's very true.
She's not. She's
She-
nervous.
Does she always strive to be her best?
Huh?
Yeah.
She wears pajamas to school, for God's sake.
I know. Not only that, but she is.
She doesn't
next
care.
level.
She will talk back to you. Because like yesterday, I walked into my mom's room to grab the laundry basket.
Why, to do your own laundry as well as the family's laundry?
No, to grab.
Yeah, pretty much.
to grab my
curious.
dad's laundry so she can do it.
Good.
But my sister's in there and she's like, get out. I'm like, don't speak to me like that. And she's like, I don't care. Get out. I can do what I want.
Yep. And what is she doing in there?
Watching
she's eating,
TV.
She's eating her
Eating all the chips.
stupid
How old's this
Eating all
little
the chips.
monster that you're talking about?
9.
Oh,
She is eating her
needs
waffles.
an attitude adjustment, I believe.
I didn't think I was like that when I was 9.
No.
I didn't
You
think
weren't. After that time on the stairs where you cried your face off, you really got a lot better.
Okay.
She was like 3 weeks old.
I know.
And
yeah.
also, for soccer, she does not want to put the work in.
Oh, she
'Cause
doesn't put her work in.
No, because she knows that she's one of like the littlest ones, and that she could also be cut from the team. But
And would she be okay with that? Yep.
Yeah, she would be perfectly fine with it.
Apparently, she's fine being mediocre.
Yeah, she is.
She is fine.
And so this is the thing about
Her
Sawyer.
highest grades are going to be 75s.
You say to Sawyer, maybe fine. You want to be mediocre? Be mediocre. And she'll be like, okay.
I will. I will.
She'll
be.
call your bluff every single time.
But
Taylor
for me-
takes the lesson.
For me, on the other hand, on soccer, I've worked myself up to be on 2 teams plus an elite team. Like,
Absolutely.
I want it so bad
Yep.
that I just push myself to the point where I'm exceeding.
I think part of it though is that a lot of things come very naturally to Taylor. She really doesn't have to try a whole lot to succeed. And
But what she does have to do is she has to figure out how she can, it's not dumb herself down, but how she can get herself to a place where she's connecting with other kids that she's eons ahead of.
That's right.
And so it's not like she's socially awkward. It's not like anything like that. She gets along with people incredibly well. But what she constantly has to do is figure out, how can I fit in with this group of peers that I am, you know, 10 years ahead of? And then you're watching them do what they're doing, and you're just like, oh my God, this is not okay. Or this is...
I always say that I'm born in the wrong generation. Because honestly, just the people and what they do is just so different from what I was taught. And I wish everyone was taught like this, because all my friends, they're hanging out 24/7. They don't do their homework. They don't care what grades they get. They go on many vacations. They get all the name brand clothes. They do all these things. And I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. But at the same time,
they used to say, your mom is so strict, because they would say, you've never been to Chick-fil-A?
You don't get fast food all the time?
No.
You don't go out to dinner?
Your mom is so strict.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Do you remember the one time we were driving down the street and Taylor's like, Aunt Erin, can we go to Chick-fil-A?
Oh, yeah, and you got me the lemonade?
And you said, what did you say? You said, absolutely not.
Nope.
And I said, absolutely, Taylor, let's just pull in.
Get the extra large.
So we pull in and I said, what size lemonade do you want? And you said a large. Your mom's like, absolutely not. You cannot have a large lemonade. Went right in, got that large lemonade.
You sure did.
You go, Tay.
Every time. Just like with Sawyer, you did the same thing. Let's go get an ice cream. And then she said, can we pull over to the gas station so I can hide the evidence?
Yep. Oh, you're not kidding.
She did.
Did she ever tell you this story? This is not okay. So I felt really bad because we had an incident in Michael's.
Yes.
Was it Michael's? This is what happened.
You two or you three?
It was the three of us. It was me, your mom, and Sawyer.
Why wasn't I there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did I have soccer or something?
Probably. Maybe. It would have been a lot better if you were there.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden I say I have to go to the bathroom, and Sawyer decides she's going to go with me because she has to go to the bathroom too. So I go in and I go into the stall and I drop my drawers and I go tinkle and there's no toilet paper. So what do I say to your sister? Hey, Sawyer, could you get me some toilet paper, please? Because there's no toilet paper over here.
What'd she do?
You know what she did? She walked out of the stall that she was in and she went and stood next to the sink and said, no. And I said, Sawyer, hand me some toilet paper.
That happened at the tournament last weekend with mom and me.
Yeah, but wait.
She gets quiet, says nothing. All of a sudden, a woman walks in to the bathroom. She goes into the stall. I say, ma'am, could you please hand me some toilet paper? And she said, yes, absolutely. And then she wads up this ball of toilet paper, hands it to Sawyer, and says, why don't you give this to your mom? Because she can hear that Sawyer is like, nope, sorry about your piss problem. You don't get any toilet paper. Wow. So Sawyer comes underneath the thing, hands it to me, all sorts of pissed off. I come out of that stall like the Exorcist. I am so pissed.
And I'm shopping. No, you're texting me. You're like, we got problems.
Oh, I said, I'm all done with your child.
And I'm like,
am
what did she do?
Ticked off right now. I am livid. I am so angry. I'm
thinking she found a whole bunch of merchandise in the girl's pants.
Oh, yeah. Right. She's stealing stuff, whatever. So we go out. Like I start washing my hands. Sawyer's sitting right there. She knows it is not okay. I said, are you going to go to the bathroom? She's like, no. Great. So you came in here just to torment me, right? So we walk out and then she's like, I still have to go to the bathroom. I cannot. You know
what? Why don't you go in the same stall I was in so I can say no, you
That's
don't
right.
get any
so that you
paper.
can be drip drying for a good 10 minutes. So I said, go into the bathroom. So she goes into the bathroom. Like, you can tell I am not happy, right? I am texting your mom something fierce. She goes to the bathroom.
Fingers.
Oh, yeah, like all caps. So we go out. And I look at your mother and she's like, what happened? What happened? I said, I went to the bathroom and there was no toilet paper in there and your daughter refused to give me any, to the point where this other woman had to come in and hand the toilet paper to Sawyer to give to me under the door. Now your mom gets right on her broomstick and is like,
wait, just so we're clear, that was my nickname in high school, BR, broom rider.
I thought it was Buckeye.
Both of them.
Anyway. So then
I'm fuming.
Remove myself from the situation because I'm about to take your sister out. And what happens next?
I say to her, excuse me, you better tell me every single thing that happened in there. And she did. She told me the exact same story. And I looked at her and I'm like, I am very confused. What is going on? And she goes, well, I didn't know where to get the toilet paper. And I go, what do you mean? You didn't know where to get the toilet paper. She's like, Mom, it's a really, really big roll. You know, the industrial rolls. And I go, I don't know what that means. And she's like, Mom, she said she had no toilet paper. I didn't know where to get it. And I said, and you couldn't communicate that? I don't understand.
Because
I bet you later that night, you went in her room and she started bawling her eyes. She's like, I didn't want to get her
in the store.
toilet paper.
In the store.
She didn't understand.
She thought that you had to take that gigantic roll from the industrial and hand me the entire roll.
She didn't know you just
didn't
take
think
toilet
that you
paper
could just take
just
a
to wipe
bunch
your
of
butts.
different amounts. It's because, and then this made a lot of sense, when you say, Sawyer, can I have, when you say, Sawyer, can I have toilet paper? Sawyer goes and gets you a whole roll. Right?
Yes.
Because you're at home. It's not one of those gigantic ones.
Right.
So you came over to me and you said, all right, this is what I think is happening. And in that moment, I'm like, okay, here comes the empathy.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
Because I'm like, oh.
But she couldn't, she's an ineffective communicator.
She could not communicate effectively.
Dad.
Yep.
We're realizing more and more she is Dad.
Oh, genes are real thick in
I
there.
have the looks of Dad and Mom, but I'm all Mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yes.
she's all Dad.
Yes. All day. Yes, which makes a lot of sense.
Because she wants to please people, but at the same time, she does not care.
And can't get out of her own way.
Right.
So she was unable to communicate that, which then made me fuming mad. But then I felt so bad when I was like, I see. She just was not able to effectively say, I didn't know how to hand you the whole roll. And she's bawling, right? So fast forward now, this is exactly who I am as a person. You say, well, why don't you go home with Aunt Erin and I got to drop some stuff off and then I'll meet you out there. So I'm like, okay, so it's just Sawyer and I say, Sawyer, you ever been to the Dairy Queen? And she's like, no, but I've seen it on TV and they hang the ice cream upside down out the window. And I said, yeah, why don't we go? Yeah, she doesn't know. I said, they do. I said, listen, do not tell your mom, but we're going to get ice cream on the way home. She is ecstatic. She's like, oh my God, this is so great. So we go through the drive-through. We both get a little mini cup, right? So it's not like anything crazy. So she's like, are you going to tell my mom? And I said, absolutely not. I said, this is just, don't tell her.
This is Aunt Erin and
This
Sawyer's
is just, that's right.
the one and only.
That's right. We are the one and only.
The
one and only. And it's only because I feel bad, because I made you feel bad.
Right.
So eat your ice cream, right? So we are driving home. It's probably 25-30 minutes on the way home.
Let me just, she can't keep a secret from Mom. Cannot.
She did for a decent amount of time.
She
Keep
eventually
a
told me.
secret from everyone else, but
But this
not
is
Mom.
what happens. I have to stop on the way. And she says, can you pull over at that gas station over there? I said, why? She's like, well, my mom lets me pump gas. And I'm like, that's such a random thing to say. I'm like, well, I do need gas. You know, that's okay. So she's scarfing this ice cream in the back. And I said, you don't have to eat it that fast, honey. It's okay. We still have some time till we get home. And she's like, no, I have to throw it out in the garbage here. I said, why? She said, because if I don't and we throw it out in your garbage can, my mom's going to know that we had it because she's going to look through the garbage.
Which I would not do.
And I'm like,
Wow.
she's a sociopath.
I know.
She's an
See,
absolute.
This was
you
last
see,
year.
this is
She's a
leading back to murder
sociopath.
documentary.
This is not okay.
I called her a psychopath from day one.
She's not
She
well.
is plotting this.
She's
She's
not
like, I
well.
need to throw out the evidence so the mom doesn't know.
So what do I have to do? I have to be like, listen to me, Rebecca.
I know.
Something happened and I can't not talk about this, but you can't bring it up.
Right.
But this is what your kid did. And then the whole way home, she jabberjawed her the entire way to the point where I was like, she needs to stop talking. Why is she talking so much? She told me every story you could possibly imagine. So we finally get home.
In detail, though.
Oh,
she
yes.
does not stop. She does not. No, she says something. She's like, I wore a green dress today. It had flowers on it.
Yep. And
it was beautiful.
Speaking of a dress, and then she goes into a whole thing. So I say, Rebecca, you need to know this about your daughter. This is next level. Like, as the mental health provider in me is like, this probably isn't great. And how long did she go without telling you about that ice cream?
It was a while.
At least 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And finally, she broke down
She did.
and said, I need to tell you about this. And what did you say?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. Was
I think it was probably...
Well, usually what you do is you're like, oh, you did? You didn't tell me?
Right.
That's her fake surprised face.
So that's your sister in one story.
Yeah.
She is a whole
It
different
tells so
breed.
much about her.
Yep. She's a whole different breed. The
She's
other
so different
quick
from
story I'll tell about her is the one time that I wanted some chips from your pantry.
Oh my gosh. Not this.
And what did I take out? The sour cream and onion Pringles?
Yes.
And she's like,
no, those are mine. Just like
those
you
are my
can't
dad's.
Oh.
You can't have those. Those are my dad's.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, I don't think Philip eats Pringles, but okay, now I feel I'm like, it's okay. Your dad can get some more. Philip comes upstairs. I'm like, are these your Pringles? He's like, nah, I don't eat Pringles. But your sister was just trying to get me to not eat them.
Because they're hers.
Because she wanted to eat them.
She's obsessed with sour cream.
She's something else.
Sour cream and onion.
All right. So.
That was a hell of a ride. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
We got a lot more.
It's not okay.
You know, and then there's Taylor, who she'll call me from school because she has to stay after for soccer, right? And she'll be like, I just want to let you know that I am sitting at blah, 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 because everybody else decided to walk to Wendy's and I knew that I shouldn't be doing that. So I'm like, good girl.
You know,
if
I can't walk across the street.
Yeah, Oh, speaking of Wendy's, everyone is trying to convince me to go. They're like, your mom's not here. She won't know. I'm like, I told everyone about the story on how the girl passed away because you guys were crossing the road.
Oh, when I was in middle school?
Yeah, I said, you're traumatized and you don't want me to do it. And I told them, and they're like,
no. She found my yearbook with the
yearbook,
memorial.
and it has the girl in it, yeah.
They skipped school and they went across a busy road and she didn't look and she got nailed by a car.
Who just took a sip? Was that you, Scott? Jesus. I swear to God.
I didn't hear it.
I did. It was pretty loud.
Maybe just really gulp right into the thing. I can't. Sorry,
so
I got
they're
completely thrown off there.
And they're like, why don't you just come to Wendy's with us? You don't have to get anything. And I'm like, what's the point of going? I don't want your food. I'm not going to buy you anything. I don't want to go in the
So
first
you sit there by yourself?
Yeah. I'll sit there by myself in the school.
Yeah.
And I'll get my work done.
She does her homework.
Like in gym. In gym yesterday, since I couldn't do anything, I was sitting there on my computer doing my work. And then the teacher's like, you got to read an article about biking and then write a summary about it. I'm like, what is that?
You should rent Taylor out to us other parents who want to feel better about
I was just gonna say
like,
that. I was
great?
just gonna say
have a good kid for a weekend. See what it's like.
And then all my cousins and stuff that I babysit, they're like, Taylor is the best babysitter ever. She plays with us. She does everything with us. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So if you weren't feeling empathy before for how your own children are, I hope you feel okay about yourself still now, because I'm having a lot of feelings right now. I got to go home to my kid. At least he's not Sawyer, though. At least he's not Sawyer, right?
Sawyer.
He's like in between.
Sawyer is a
She's next
bundle of
level.
joy.
She is next level.
She's going to be a lot of work to crack.
You know who's never allowed on the podcast? Sawyer.
Oh,
Yeah.
she can beg all
Sawyer.
she wants.
Yeah, no.
We can have a picture.
Sorry,
we
close
can't even have
down.
a picture of her.
Too many people in here. Sorry. All right, we got to stop with an empathy problem.
Okay.
So please pick a number between 1 and 10.
You want to do it?
6.
Okay. This is a small one.
Oh.
Okay. So when I'm on the social media, you all know how I am about my emojis. Empathy problem. I can't put the thumbs up. I have to give it a heart. The thumbs up feels like I'm not showing you
enough
how much I really appreciate this post.
It's dismissive, right? Sort of.
Thanks. In the future.
Yeah, shut up.
Thanks.
No, I can relate to that. That makes a lot of sense.
We buried that hatchet. Stop bringing it back up and putting it in my back.
Maybe some of us did, Scott. But
Next time, just send him a thumbs up. Be like, you got it.
I'll give him this one. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Chief.
Right?
Yeah.
Chief.
Oh my God. So I have written down here the heart versus the thumbs up. I sometimes will put the thumbs up and then I will feel like, ooh, I just feel like that was rude. I don't feel like that was it. And I'll go back and I'll be like, it's not quite a heart, but I think I need to overstate it because I need to make sure that this person knows
I get that.
I'm with you
I do
right
too.
now. You do?
Yes.
I always use the heart emojis.
Oh.
I use the heart emojis for everything because when people tell me like I'm so pretty, when I don't feel I'm that pretty, but when they tell me I'm that pretty,
Yeah.
I always send like 3 heart emojis because I want to show them.
But not the emoji. You know when you're like on Facebook, do you even use Facebook?
No, that's an old people
I
website.
understand. That's fine. That's fine. But when you're
That's
on
called social media.
Facebook-
She's not allowed to have that stuff.
Yeah,
no,
true.
yeah.
True. But you know when you have to push either the thumbs up or
Like
you
the
have
reaction?
to push the reaction.
reaction.
Absolutely. It's the reaction I'm talking about. I wouldn't send the thumbs up emoji.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Now y'all
that,
don't
like,
relate.
seems-
Now you're over
No,
it.
I mean like
If
I will.
you post something on Facebook and I'm like, oh my God, that's really great, but it's not a heart, but it is a thumbs up reaction. I
still do the
I'm
heart.
still got to do the heart.
Like, I
because
love that.
I can't do the thumbs up.
Oh, that makes sense now.
Yeah, it does.
You thought it was
Because
the
you loved a
emojis?
couple of things that I was like, that's
You thought it was overstated? Scott,
it
I'm
was
not going to be
unexpected.
rude.
It was unexpected. No,
Really?
there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with
Oh,
it.
that's an interesting perspective.
Well, you were surprised that I hearted something?
Yeah, and I can't remember what it was.
How did it make you feel, Scott?
He just said.
I just thought that was very nice of you to say. I was like, oh, Erin really cares.
Was there any part of you that felt was a little creepy?
No.
No,
No.
I don't think it's creepy.
If
Well, I
it-
think it's nice of what
Were you
you're-
like,
I know
oh,
you. I
Erin-
know you.
I was gonna say.
There was
it's
no
not like
part
you're
of
a
you that was
stranger.
like, Erin likes me a lot.
No,
No, not like
Okay.
that. That's not
Okay.
what the heart emoji is used for.
It's not.
It can be.
I don't think
it can be
yeah.
on Facebook, but
I think it means it's just showing how you appreciate that and how you like it so much.
No,
not
it-
like
if it was a
like. You know?
Okay. It's not a
not
like.
creepy. No.
It's not a like.
No.
if there's a picture of me saying, check out my new abs, and you put the hot heart, then I'd be like, whoa, what's up with that?
That's-
Okay.
Although I
That's
would
like
never
very
post that.
scenario.
So there's lines.
Now
Yes.
that's fair.
Yes.
I would not heart that
Right.
because I would be thinking to myself,
wouldn't
I
even
don't
react
want
to that.
send-
Yeah, you
No,
pass
I
that
would
one
not.
by.
to that.
Pass
Right.
that one by.
Right. I might sarcastically or if just in a funny way put the emoji of the heart of the flames.
Oh,
You
like-
know, like the
oh, like-
full on flames.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Right.
People would have to know you to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It wouldn't just be someone random. But I'd like you to think of that the next time you push a reaction. It's either the heart or it's the care. You know, the little smiley face
I do the
hugging
care
heart.
a lot.
Yeah.
With the the hug.
Yeah.
guy.
I do the crying emoji a lot.
Okay. Like laughing, crying?
Yeah, that's like I'm dying.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
dying of laughter.
Yeah,
that's what I
my
like.
favorite.
They don't have that as a reaction. They have
Oh.
real crying as a reaction.
That's what I use. I don't use the crying laughing. I use the crying because that's now called the crying. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it's not the teardrop with the laughing. It's not that anymore.
Oh.
It's just the crying. It's
We
probably
need
bad.
to. Maybe you should do like a little seminar on the evolution of these emojis and
that's
reactions, so that us old
Yeah.
folks can keep up and be like,
Mm-hmm.
because we'll put something on and people are like, oh, what did you do?
I know.
It's like
and
my
like-
mom. My mom
and like
sends
all
me the
the-
thumbs up all the time. And I'm like, Mom, do you know how rude that is?
Oh, my dad sends me that too, and he's also a dry texter. Do you guys know what that means?
No.
Yeah, like no,
Sounds
no,
painful.
It's like no reaction.
no,
Like,
no,
light work, no
punctuation.
reaction.
No, just
Don't
like
tell me you don't know that.
What do you mean?
Oh.
Light work, no reaction.
what is
light
that?
Oh my, never.
Late
I have to
work,
tell you
no
that.
reaction?
You mean like no punctuation or?
No,
What
it's
is
like
light work?
it's something
It's
from.
you're like, hey, do you want to go out to dinner tonight? He's like, yeah. Was it like that?
And he's like, or at the end of a conversation, he'll be like, K.
Just hate that.
I hate the K.
yeah.
How many times? Wait, I got to end on one other thing. This is the other thing I say to Taylor. I'm like, if you're not going to bother to text me appropriately with punctuation and capitalization, don't even waste my time. Period.
She doesn't answer my text, period.
That is true.
And that's that usually right there. That right there. You've said many times that. Yep. You've said many times that you
She won't answer.
have a hard time just responding to people's texts, and then you say, except for people that I really, really, care about or whatever.
And when she does, I don't read all the messages.
Yeah, we know, because last time you called me 17 times in the middle of our podcast.
Yeah, I didn't mean that.
She didn't read it when I said.
It's because my D&D was on for school because I don't like being on my phone.
D&D, Dungeons and Dragons.
Do not disturb.
No, she said that to me too. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but when I send you something, it's because I need you to know.
No, and she was also also after school, when I was on the JV team, when I could play.
Yeah.
I'd be like, where are you at? And she's like, same place as last time, 3 messages above. And she's like, do you not read? I'm like, no, I don't. I like reading the present, not
sounds
the
like
past.
sounds like a you problem.
Consistent.
Sounds like a you problem.
You're consistent.
Sounds like you need to get your shit together so you don't look like an idiot.
Paint with all the colors of the wind.
I gotta pee so bad. I loved that.
Me too. Isn't empathy amazing?
Well, we're amazing. I don't know about all this empathy stuff.
That's fine. I accept you wherever you are.
Oh, God.
I love you.
I love you too.
And if you love us, please like and subscribe to More Love, the Power of Empathy podcast, wherever you get your podcasts.
See you next time.